Hi you guys, it's DC again. This video is for my YouTube account, like my 2 songs, and this one's gonna be about how to tell a trusted adult, a best friend, or your parents that you self-harm, like cut. So I went to a replacement last year in August 5th, 2014, and for a while, me and my mom were like, oh, we don't want to be part of each other's life, blah, 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 blah. Well, I started doing my family work, and I was coming home, and I still am, like, see, this is my home, not my boarding school. And one day, I was on the phone with my mom because I can't have phone calls with her in my dorm because it would go bad. This is before I was able to start going home all the time. And I'm like, Mom, you're going to be really upset and mad at me. And she's like, why? And I'm like, I cut. And she's like, what if Lily did that? I'm like, don't even start there. Like, that hurts me. Now I have to lie to my 3-year-old niece saying that I got scratched by a dog. Like, that's not a good thing to have to lie to a little 3-year-old. That's your niece saying, oh, no, Lily. I got scratched by a puppy. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's okay. I'm okay. When I really did not get scratched by a dog and I actually cut. I can't go tell my 3-year-old niece that because it will hurt me to see what she does because she copies everything I do, and if I went and told her I cut, she'd probably go cutting, and I don't need that. So this is how to tell your trusted adult, your family member, your best friend that you did it. So after I told my mom over the phone, she's like, no, I'm disappointed in you, I'm not mad. And then my second or third time doing it, I didn't tell staff. I'm like, oh, yay, I got away with it. I don't have to say anything. Well, we were on our way back home, and I said, Mom, I ended up cutting again. She's like, Stacy, I'm disappointed in you, but I'm not mad. And I'm what? And I said, upset. And she's like, yes. And then she asked me why I did it. And I'm like, well, my stress is so high up. I'm like getting so stressed out to the point to be bawling every night. Like I'm going through a bunch of shit right now. She's like, yeah, I know, but does that give you the right to cut? And I'm like, no. But I did it, and I'm sorry. And I hope you can forgive me. And she's like, yep, I can. And I just hope you'll get over this habit of doing it. I'm like, yes, Mom, I promise, I promise. And then I moved to my new dorm, which is just right across the grass from my old one. And I did it again, and I told staff and my mom, and I actually stopped after that time, and I haven't done it since. And so here's my scars. Those ones I had gone over several times. That was my first time, and then I kept going over. The ones I did in my new dorm and have not done since are on my wrist. And the ones on my wrist were my very last time doing it, and I still haven't done it, and I'm hoping not to do it again. And like I said, if you have a little niece or sister that copies you, and you did that, and you have to say, no, I got scratched by a dog or a cat or the horse, something happened, someone accidentally scratched me, I'm okay. If you have to lie to them, maybe it's not a good idea. Whenever I lied to my 3-year-old niece, I'm like, I would think to myself and say, Stacy, is it worth it to lie to a 3-year-old telling her that you got scratched by a dog when you cut? No.